So you better know, work hard is the best way. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Let your hope come from fight and go through your darkness. You will find your light. Don't worry, you gotta be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're fighting today. That smile will come one day. Keep your self-control. Keep it. Keep your eyes open. Keep it. Keep your self-control. I say keep it. Keep your eyes open. Things you gotta listen. You better hear it. Things you gotta listen. You have to listen. That smile will come. That smile will come.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out in the NL West, the Rockies got 11 hits overall.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerán otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sí que no voy a cambiar, los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran saben que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal, la caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. No me venga a frontear, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. Que manden, va en PR, a la fama no se me aferre.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. The Rockies enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next. Logan Webb gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Striding in is Raimel Tapia. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the AB now. He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Garrett Hampson comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. Hit out towards second. There is La Stella in time to first, and there are two away. Next to hit, Charlie Blackmon, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. The throw is wild and it gets away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 0-1 the count. Blackmon at second with two down. Line toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with two away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1. Oh, and this hits the bag at second base. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's Matt Adams now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Comes set, the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. La Stella has it on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Rockies forced to settle for one. Antonio Senzatella gets the start for Colorado in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Blackmon going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matt, I know that they're looking for a lot more from Mike Yastrzemski today. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Into the box, Mike Tauchman. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. These Rockies guys, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Batting third.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And that brings up Buster Posey. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch is popped up. Prone has room in foul territory, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. Back now for the second inning in San Francisco, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Dom Nunez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Pops this one up. And that's going to land foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 2 for 4. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49, Antonio Senzatella.
So the next to bat will be Antonio Senzatella. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Two out, nobody on. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Brandon.
Now into the box, Brandon Belt. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1, 2, 3. They trail this one 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia.
hobby.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And that misses ball one.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
Garrett Hampson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Tapia aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now at the plate here is Charlie Blackmon. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
No balls and one strike. Comes set with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Tauchman will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop.
Two down with a runner at first, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Has a look, now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
A runner on first with two away. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. No problem over there for the Baby Giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. One left for Colorado, but they're on top 1-0.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Evan Longoria is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 6. He's taken him deep once. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. As it's grounded sharply to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Logan Webb.
And now here is Logan Webb. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Blackmon on the move. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Giants down in order. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And here comes the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron.
Here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Next to hit is Matt Adams, grounded out in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. That's down into left center for a base hit. Adams will look to go to second here. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
At the plate, Dom Nunez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Short, hit hard. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan McMahon.
Striding in for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. He flew out in his last debut. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Smoke toward the hole. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rockies are out in front, 1-0. Here's Tommy La Stella now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Count even now at 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. High and deep to center field. Raging back is Tapia. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 29, Mike Tauchman.
Stepping in once again is Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Very weakly on the ground. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Antonio Senzatella. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now the pitch. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Line to the right side. But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now back, the center fielder, Raimel Tapia.
At the plate now is Raimel Tapia. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Next, it'll be Garrett Hampson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Charlie Blackmon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit on the ground out to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line hard deep into left. Adams is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on pace with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the first pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field. Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan. In this one, I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Crawford, the runner at first with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Both teams